Okay, so today I am taking Clint and Cooper on a hike. Hi. How old are you, Coop?
6.
6. We're going on a hike, and we are very lucky because we live in the Pacific Northwest. And the Pacific Northwest has so many things that you can eat, that you can use as medicine, that you can use just for all kinds of stuff. So we're going and hiking up into the mountains, and we're going to, I'm not carrying a bunch of rocks. Cooper's trying to put rocks in my, we're gonna go hiking up in the mountains and see what we can't find. I am hoping that we will find yarrow and burdock and chicory and hopefully some other really fun, beneficial stuff. And we're also going to be teaching Clint and Cooper about more things that you can find out here in the woods that you can use in your everyday life. So as I huff and puff my way up this hill, we're going to learn more about how to identify these plants, how to make sure that you're getting the right plants, and just have fun in the woods because it's my favorite place to be. We also have Kane and Edith and Amos with us, so we'll be able to get a little bit of action from Amos and Edith. Edith! She gone. Anyway, so that's what we're up to today. It's kind of exciting because I just love getting into the foothills of Washington because it is so beautiful and it's just always good for the soul. So here we go. Yep. Where'd you find? Whoa. Check that out. That's awesome. Good find. Thanks, bud. Okay, so we found our first good find. So this behind me is Oregon grape. And Oregon grape grows all over in the Pacific Northwest, and I just found out that it actually is totally edible. The berries that it grows, they go like deep blue, kind of purple, and you can use those berries to make jams or syrups or all kinds of fun stuff. There's a bunch of medicinal properties too, but I just never realized Oregon grape was an edible thing. So you look for those ridged, it almost looks like, what is it, holly, and it just grows all over the place. Pretty awesome. But yeah, feel free to forage those and you'll be able to have, you know, a little bit of sweet, and it's pretty awesome, locally grown in the forest thing. Yay. Okay, so super awesome find. We were walking along the trail and I spotted this purple, pink
Is it kale?
flower. No, not kale. And it has little spines, like fuzzy spines on it. And it's wild basil, which is like the coolest thing ever. So, smell. So it's not as strong. It's not mint. It's not as strong as like commercial basil or like just like, you know, like the modified version of basil, but you can dry it and use it just like you would regular basil. It just has a softer scent and taste. And the really cool thing is it's a really, you know, it's you can harvest a ton of it, and it's just going to keep coming back. So if you just like break off, you know, pieces like this and put them in your basket, it's a very ethical plant to harvest. It's just going to keep coming back because it's got roots everywhere, just like normal basil. See all of these roots? They will just trail and trellis and go all over the place. So super cool find. I'm pretty excited about this one. So we're going to get a bunch so we can dry it up, because my basil seeds that I started this year didn't really do anything, and I was really surprised about that. But basil is one of my favorite herbs, and so I want to get some of this so we can bring it home and dry it and use it, because basil's my favorite. Okay, onward. Okay, so the boys made a super cool discovery. Well, Clint made the super cool discovery. Clint, how old are you?
9.
9. So we found a mushroom. Let's see here if we can get it in there. So awesome, way tucked in there. I want to figure out, you can see the spores actually floating off of it, which is like absolutely amazing. So I'm really interested to see what that mushroom is. So I don't want to pick it because I don't want to ruin it. And I forgot to bring my mushroom book. So instead of just picking it and not using it, we're just going to leave it and we can watch the video later so we can identify it. So sounds good. All right, let's go. Okay, so just right here on the trail, we found what we were looking for, which is burdock. So you can eat the stems, the leaves when they're small, and the root. A lot of people also will take these bigger leaves that aren't really yummy for eating, and they'll wrap food in them to heat, like over the campfire or something like that. You can even wrap your food and, you know, put it in the coals, like near the coals in the ash. But what you want to do is, we'll see if we can't dig this up to get the root. You can have some water. Yeah.
No, can you open it?
Can I open it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we say please?
Please.
Okay. Water break. Ooh, yeah, that is on there tight. There we go. Okay. Here, grab it with your hands. Oh, I'm a shelf now, too. Okay, so, back to this. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. I should have brought a little shovel. Why didn't we bring a shovel?
You didn't ask to use one, so.
Okay. I'm just going to use a stick. Ooh, this looks like a good one. Of course, it's got to be...
I can hear the waterfall from down there.
Really?
Yeah, it's like.
Do you hear it, Clint?
Yeah, I do.
You know what we could do today?
What?
We could try out the life straw.
What's the life straw?
It is, it's like a tool you use for survival, and it makes you, it's like a little straw, and I keep it in my...
It makes the water so you can actually drink it and not die from the chemicals.
Chemicals?
Or things. I mean, what is it called? It's,
You don't like that?
It's in poop. It's...
Yeah, like little organisms and bacteria, all that kind of stuff. Bacteria.
No, it goes like bacteria. Some bacteria. Bad. Excuse me, Mom. Excuse you, because I need to be running. I got a club.
Ooh,
What?
look at this. Okay, another really cool find. It's like every few feet we find something. Let's see. Right here.
It's a milk flower. Biryani cake.
Okay, so this is self-heal. And this is an herb that you can use in all different kinds of ways. The young flower, or the young leaves can be eaten. And then the flowers, these stalks, can be used to make medicines. Usually cure upset stomachs and diarrhea, all different kinds of stuff. Thank you, Cooper. So, as you can see all down here, there is a bunch of, like that one and that one. There's a bunch that haven't bloomed yet. So, I am just going to take the heads that have bloomed so I can use them. And you want to make sure if you're going to eat the young leaves, make sure they're young. Otherwise, they're going to be really bitter. So, kind of a neat one. And then, like 2 steps down the road, here we are. Here's another super cool thing. Another gorgeous place. What do you think of this hike, guys?
Great.
Great.
Well, kind of hot, but...
It is kind of hot. But we found a lot of cool things.
Yeah. Ooh, I found that.
What'd you get?
I'll come over there with it. Ow. Great. What is it?
We've seen huckleberries, seen blackberry bushes, all kinds of different berries.
Cut it off for me.
Oh, good.
Because it's too sharp.
Yeah?
What is this?
Oregon grape. They make little berries.
Can we plant some?
Ooh, let's see what this is. Okay, so the next thing we found is salal. Salal is right here. You can see these berries. They're kind of blackish, blackish, purplish, bluish. And you also can make these into jams or just have a nice little treat as you're walking through the trail. They're a little bit earthier than blackberries or huckleberries, but pretty good. You want to try one? Yeah. What do you think? Not bad, huh?
Tastes like a blueberry.
It does taste a lot like a blueberry.
Can I open?
Yeah. Just always make sure that you know what you're picking and what you're eating. Mmm. It's really yummy. Oops. Bears eat these, birds eat these.
Yeah,
All
I know bears eat these.
Oh, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Uncle. There are a lot of salal berries here too.
And it's very soft.
Mm-hmm. We actually could pick quite a few of them.
Good.
They are really good. But No thanks.